The steeple cuts a quiet line against the winter sky. The parking lot is half of snow and half of old goodbyes. We slip inside the double door, shake off the night and cold. The pews are lined with faces that we've known since we were old. The candles by the altar paint the rafters warm and low. The organ hums an undercurrent everybody knows. I grew up in this wooden room and swore I'd never stay, but something about a Christmas Eve keeps calling me this way. Tonight there's jazz beneath the choir, a sax behind the scene, a small town boy who learned to play and left for other dreams. He's back to blow a carol through the dust and prayer and wood, and all at once this tired church feels better than it should. Small town midnight mass with a saxophone in the back, blending silent night with a midnight railroad track. Every note is like a blessing bent just slightly out of tune. For every soul that never fit these tidy little pews.
Small town midnight mass.
We don't always say what's true, but the music does the talking that our tongues can't seem to do. If you're sitting at the edge of faith and wondering if you belong, let the horn lean on your heart and call it home for one more song. You're standing by the window where the stained glass meets the dark. Your breath fogs up a shepherd and a single paper star. We used to pass each other notes instead of saying prayers, to prove we still believed in something bigger than our fears. The pastor clears his gentle throat and reads the ancient lines about a baby straw and hope and broken waiting times. The sax replies an echo like he's answering me too, to every lonely teenage heart that hid out in this pew. I look at you across the aisle, our candles both aflame. We've gathered so many winters, but we never learned our names. Still there's a kind of comfort in the way your shadows fall, like proof that I was not alone in never knowing all. Small town midnight mass with a saxophone in the back, blending silent night with a midnight railroad track. Every note is like a blessing bent just slightly out of tune. For every soul that never fit these tidy little pews.
Small town midnight mass.
We don't always say what's true, but the music does the talking that our tongues can't seem to do. If you're sitting at the edge of faith and wondering if you belong, let the horn lean on your heart and call it home for one more song. Someday we might not come back here, our lives will drift and part, but on some other Christmas night in some far-off crowded bar, if you hear a sax quote Holy Night between the clink of glass, you'll feel this wooden floorboard and this little midnight mass. Small town midnight mass when the candles all burn low, we walk into the quiet of the silver bird and snow. Whatever else we do with all the years that tug and pull, tonight a little piece of us is staying in this wooden house.
Small town midnight mass.
There's tinsel in the punch bowl and a wreath on every chair. Somebody's uncle's telling jokes to nobody that cares. The cookies look suspicious, but the eggnog looks just right. I pour a glass of courage for this crazy cozy night. You're laughing in the kitchen with the dusting of flour snow, a halo made of powdered sugar shining in its glow. I lean against the doorway trying to seem nonchalant, but the way you lick the spoon is everything I want. The record needle crackles, drops into a vintage track. The saxophone says, son, it's time to stop holding back. If mistletoe's not hanging, then we'll just pretend it is. I raise my cup and drink to all the almost Christmases. Eggnog and saxophones, that's all I really need. A little bit of cinnamon, your smile in front of me. The band can play forever, let the neighbors call it noise. We're just two slightly tipsy, very happy Christmas toys. Eggnog and saxophone, swirling in a sugar spin. If I say too much tonight, blame it on what's in this tin. When tomorrow's coffee asks us why we danced across the floor, we'll say it was the sax, your honor, and then pour a little more. The lights keep changing colors like a technicolor dream. Your dress turns green to red to gold like candy cane ice cream. We bump into the record shelf, the jacket hits the ground. A childhood choir stares up while we spin ourselves around. Your grandma's old nativity is wobbling on the stand. We tiptoe like disciples through this living room brass band. I whisper, if we break it, we're officially a pair. You grin and say, well, maybe we should risk it if we dare. The sax takes off on gliding wings above the clinking cups. It draws a halo around your head and will not shut it up. If Christmas has a soundtrack for two idiots in love, I'm pretty sure it sounds like this old horn up above. Eggnog and saxophones, that's all I really need. A little bit of cinnamon and your smile in front of me. The band can play forever, let the neighbors call it noise. We're just two slightly tipsy, very happy Christmas toys. Eggnog and saxophone, swirling in a sugar spin. If I say too much tonight, blame it on what's in this tin. When tomorrow's coffee asks us why we danced across the floor, we'll say it was the sax, your honor, and then pour a little more. Later when the guests go home and shoes are by the door, we're washing all the dishes that we should have washed before. You hum the sax line under breath, I catch it in my chest and think, if this is Christmas, then I've never had my best. remember this, not by every little detail, just a blur of warmth and bliss. If years from now we're older with a quieter Christmas Eve, we'll put that record back on just to see what we believe. Eggnog and saxophones, let the world keep rushing by. We have got a living room in this ancient lullaby. Whatever else we're missing, Santa Claus can't keep his list. I've got you a horn and nutmeg, that's my definition of bliss. Street lamps wear their halos in a hazy winter glow. Taxis leave their golden trails across the drifts of snow. Storefront mannequins in suits they'll never really feel. Watch couples passing by in boots with hearts they cannot steal. I'm walking down Fifth Avenue with collar to my chin, a paper bag of nothing much and way too much within. Your name is on the window of each passing piece of glass, reflections of the life we almost had but didn't catch. Then somewhere near St. Patrick's I hear sax above the crowd, a busker on a corner blowing quiet, blowing loud. The horn cuts through the busy like a silver winter night, and suddenly this big old town feels like a smaller life. Snowfall on Fifth Avenue and every flake spells you, falling on my shoulders like the promises we knew. If you're looking from an upper floor across this winter street, you'll see a fool in overcoat just dancing to that beat. Snowfall on Fifth Avenue, sax echoing off stone. New York is a choir and it hates to sing alone. If you feel your heartbeat change when that melody comes through, just blame it on a Christmas night and snowfall me and you. The windows overflow with gifts in velvet, glass and gold, 1,000 shiny substitutes for hands we used to hold. I stop outside a jeweler's and I catch my breath in time. There's a ring that looks like something I once pictured in my mind. A kid tugs at his mother's coat and points up at the sky. Look, the city's making Christmas, he says with widened eyes. I smile because I get it, it's exactly how it seems. This avenue is building us a street of borrowed dreams. The sax man bends a blue note that could almost make me kneel. It sounds like every unsent card and every half-healed field. I toss a crumpled bill into his case of worn-out plush. He nods at me like we both know we're standing in the hush. Snowfall on Fifth Avenue and every flake spells you, falling on my shoulders like the promises we knew. If you're looking from an upper floor across this winter street, you'll see a fool in overcoat just dancing to that beat. Snowfall on Fifth Avenue sax echoing off stone. New York is a choir, and it hates to sing alone. If you feel your heartbeat change when that melody comes through, just blame it on a Christmas night and snowfall, me and you. Someday we might be strangers here with other hands to warm, walking under different lights, surviving different storms. But if you hear a distant horn on some December street, I hope you'll taste this avenue beneath your careful feet. Snowfall on Fifth Avenue, the crowds begin to thin. Storefronts dim their sparkling eyes and tuck their magic in. But I can still hear saxophone hanging in the air, like proof that love once walked the street and left its echo there. Snowfall on Fifth Avenue, if Christmas has a crown, it's this thin white shining ribbon draped across the town. I whisper Merry Christmas to a window high and bright, and let the sax and snow carry your name into the night.
Good evening, folks, if you can hear this. You've tuned in to the late night Christmas show, broadcasting from a tiny booth above a downtown street of snow. I talk into the microphone like I'm not just talking to myself, pretending there are listeners on every windowsill and shelf. The red light says the whole world's lit, but it's just me and this old boy. I cue another dusty track and let the sax do what it's for. Midnight Christmas radio, playing for the ones awake, for the truckers on the highway and the hearts that had to break. If you're lying in the half-light with your doubts turned up too high, let this sax line be the blanket that pulls warm across your sky. Midnight Christmas radio, spinning all the worn-out tunes from a time when love was simpler, or at least we all presume. If you feel your name is hiding in some lyric that I play, just assume that I requested it for you this holiday. I read the weather off a note. Says here the night is turning cold, so grab yourself another sweater or somebody's hand to hold. I shuffle through the postcards from contests years ago. A kid who once called in to say, please bring my daddy home. The needle finds a melody, the horns sigh like they understand. I send a little silent prayer to every weary, unknown land. Midnight Christmas Christmas radio, playing for the ones awake, for the truckers on the highway and the hearts that had to break. If you're lying in the half-light with your doubts turned up too high, let this sax line be the blanket that pulls warm across your sky. Midnight Christmas radio, spinning all the worn-out tunes from a time when love was simpler, or at least we all presume. If you feel your name is hiding in some lyric that I played, just assume that I requested it for you this holiday. There's a kitchen full of unwashed Christmas plates. Somewhere there's a hospital where someone sits and prays and waits. Somewhere there's a little room with just one person in a chair. If that's you, this next song's yours, even if you're unaware. Midnight Christmas radio, I'm here till the stroke of one. Then I'll step out in the quiet when the final track is done. But the songs will keep on roaming through the wires and through the air. Little floating paper lanterns that say someone out there cares. Midnight Christmas radio, if next year you tune in late and hear this same old station ID through the static gate, know that I came back again to keep the vigil burning low, with a sax and some forgiveness on this midnight Christmas show.
It's almost closing time on Christmas Eve. The neon star is flickering like it wants to leave. The bartender is polishing the cracks in every glass. He says another round, and I just nod and let it pass. Outside the snow's a rumor, here it's only rain. The jukebox keeps on spinning through the same old aches and names. There's bars at the end of Ninth where lonely people drift. I came here for the company of ghosts and minor fifths. There's a sax man near the window with a coat on, 'cause it's cold. He's breathing out a story full of metal air and soul. If churches have their choirs, then this is where I pray over one
this ashtray cabaret. It's Christmas at the last bar on 9th, where the carols are all blue and the halos are just lights. Every note that horn is crying is a wish someone forgot, hung up in a dive instead of on a child's rooftop. It's Christmas at the last bar on 9th, raising quiet little toasts to everybody out of sight. If you think of me at midnight while your home is warm and bright, know I sent you all my blessings from this dim, forgiving night. There's a couple in the corner sharing secrets over gin. She wipes away her mascara while it tries to pull her in. Their laughter sounds like breaking, but it also sounds like glue. Like maybe next December they'll have something to hold to. A soldier on a bar stool stares right through the TV snow. He's seeing something different in a town he used to know. The sax leans on a shaky note that almost comes apart. I'll raise my glass in silence for the tremor in his heart. The bartender hangs a sprig of plastic green above the door, says cheapest mistletoe in town, but it's what we can afford. We all pretend we're in a scene from someone else's film, where broken folks find mercy in a tune that's soft and dim. It's Christmas at the last bar on 9th, where the carols are all blue and the halos are just lights. Every note that horn is crying is a wish someone forgot, hung up in a dive instead of on a child's rooftop. It's Christmas at the last bar on 9th, raising quiet little toast to everybody out of sight. If you think of me at midnight while your home is warm and bright, know I sent you all my blessings from this dim, forgiving night. Sometimes the holiest places aren't the ones with stained glass faces. They're corners where the broken go to trade their sorrow for some snow. Not the kind that falls outside, but the kind on records amplified, where one old horn and one cheap drink give you a place to finally think. It's Christmas at the last bar on 9th, and maybe that's not where a perfect story would be written, but this is where I lay my year down, tired and alive. Let the sax pronounce absolution in a hanging note of 5. It's Christmas at the last bar ninth. If someday you feel alone, like you're the only one inside, just remember there are strangers who have toasted you tonight. From a little bar on 9th that kept its candle burning bright. The velvet curtain smells like old perfume and dust. I'm standing in the wings behind the cardboard Christmas bust. The snow machine is humming, ready for its grand debut, while I rehearse 1,000 ways to say I needed you. Painted city skylines on a roll of wrinkled cloth. The lamppost on stage right is held together just with thought. But when the lights jump on, it's gonna look like someplace real. And I will walk into that town and tell them how I feel. The sax will take the first step out of the artificial storm, and I'll come after heart in hand in this old sweater barely warm. If you're out there in the darkness in row 3 or in row 10, I hope the snow that falls tonight can melt us back to then. This is our love song on fake snow, under painted city lights and a cardboard mistletoe. Every flake that lands is paper, but my heartbeat isn't staged. I'm spilling Christmas futures on a flimsy wooden stage. This is our love song on fake snow. All the angels in the choir loft are actors in a show. But when the sax line trembles and the spotlights start to glow, no, I'm the only honest thing beneath this make-believe of snow. I see you in the dark, or maybe it's just some sweet illusion, a silhouette, a coat, a tilt of head that feeds confusion. The orchestra is tuning up our history in thirds. I tuck a lifetime into 3.5 short words. The director waves me forward with a nod that feels like fate. The stagehand cues the blizzard, and it's suddenly too late to change my mind or change the script I've written in my veins. The overture begins to rise, it's louder than my shame. The sax slips in a crooked halo over every line. It plays the things I'm too afraid to say in 4/4 time. If you close your eyes, you'll hear it clearer than my voice. It's asking you to stay, to give this frozen heart a choice. This is our love song on fake snow, under painted city lights and a cardboard mistletoe. Every flake that lands is paper, but my heartbeat isn't staged. I'm spilling Christmas futures
on a flimsy wooden stage. This is our love song on fake snow. All the angels in the choir loft are actors in a show. But when the sax line trembles and the spotlights start to glow, no, I'm the only honest thing beneath this make-believe of snow. If someday you walk past this old downtown theater and see a faded poster with my name half torn away, I hope you'll pause and hear the echo of this evening, how the plastic snow came down like truth that couldn't stay. This was our love song on fake snow. Maybe you were there, or maybe you will never know. But when your breath fogs up a winter window, years from now, you'll hum a tune you can't recall, and that'll be this vow. This was our love song on fake snow. Not the grand romance that Christmas stories often show, just a man and his confession in the middle of a play, letting sacks and paper snowflakes wash his loneliness away. Everyone took taxis, I took Route 29, 'cause my wallet's full of nothing and my head's full of time. The Christmas lights are dripping off the windows as we move. This bus is like a snow globe with a rusted metal groove. I grab the backseat throne beneath the flickering little light, watching strangers bundle up their lives on this December night. A sleepy college kid, a nurse just getting off her shift. We're all unwrapping different days on this slow and jerky drift. The driver's got the radio on an old-time Christmas show. The sax is half staticky, but still it starts to glow. If you squint, this rattling tin can's a sleigh from way back when, and every bump we hit is just the rhythm counting in. It's Christmas on the night bus, rolling through the empty streets. Every stop starts a verse that this old engine beats. If you're standing by a lamppost when I wobble passing by, I wish you Merry Christmas with my fog breath in the sky. Christmas on the night bus, no champagne, no fancy suits, just a concert of exhausted hearts and worn out winter feet. But if you climb aboard and take the open seat by me, we'll turn this busted bus into a jazz club on the cheap. At stop 3 you get on with snowflakes in your hair. Your cheeks are little berries from the winter in the air. You scan the crowded silence, spot my half-embarrassed grin, and choose the seat beside me like you've always just dropped in. You say I ride this route each year when I can't afford the flare of rooftop bars and midnight balls and all that tinsel glare. I laugh and say, me too, I guess we're regulars in blue. The sax on radio slides in and says, well, isn't that the truth? The bus lurches, you grab the rail, your shoulder hits my sleeve. We both pretend that didn't make it harder now to breathe. The city blurs in streaks of red and green outside the glass. The horn blows out an alibi for hearts that fall too fast. It's Christmas on the night bus, rolling through the empty streets. Every stop starts a verse
Christmas with my fog breath in the sky. Christmas on the night bus, no champagne, no fancy suits, just a concert of exhausted hearts and worn out winter feet. But if you climb aboard and take the open seat by me, we'll turn this busted bus into a jazz club on the cheap. If life is just a series of forgettable commutes, then this one is the secret track that plays between the tunes. We won't show up on postcards or on movie screens tonight, but somewhere in this city we're the best seen out of sight. Oh, ba-doo-ba-doo-doo-bop, oh, ba-doo-ba-doo-doo-bop, oh, ba-dee-ba-ba-ba-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. It's Christmas on the night bus, and when we near the final stop, I wish these miles would loop around and never really drop. You press the chord, the bell rings out, the brakes begin to sigh. You say, same bus next year, and I say, same seat, same time. Christmas on the night bus, as you're stepping off to leave, you draw a little smiley face onto the foggy sleeve. If I ride alone next Christmas, I'll still save your window view in case the night bus chooses to bring me back to you. Snow is stacking on the storefront signs, coffee steam is drawing crooked lines. Every shop has got a neon star, and I'm just walking, wondering where you are. Candy canes in every window frame, choirs practicing the same old names. I'm humming along beneath my breath to cover up the things I never said. And somewhere down this little town, a saxophone is sliding up and down. The bells above the steeple play and answer in their own old-fashioned way. Bells and sax on Main Street, dancing through the night air. Every clash of metal and brass says, I wish you were there. If you're listening from some apartment 5 blocks and a fight away, know I'm sending Merry Christmas in every note they play. Bells and sax on Main Street, ringing in the cold blue. If a melody can travel far, it's on its way to you. So when the midnight silence makes your window shake inside, that's just bells and sax on Main Street, whispering your name outside. An old man in a thrift store coat is coaxing magic from that horn he holds. His case is opened by his boots with change, but what he's really catching is the pain. I watch a couple stop and dance, their gloves are holding on a chance. They sway between the cars and snow, while horns above sing Let It Go. The old man looks me in the eye as if he hears my alibi. He bends a note, I feel it land right where your memory used to stand. Bells and sax on Main Street, dancing through the night air. Every clash of metal and brass says, I wish you were there. If you're listening from some apartment 5 blocks and a fight away, know I'm sending Merry Christmas in every note they play. Bells and sax on Main Street, ringing in the cold blue. If a melody can travel far, it's on its way to you. So when the midnight we were one day. But if this music finds your ear, let it tell you I was here. On Main Street, I'd drop $1 in his case and ask him for a tune that sounds like Time and Grace. He blows a line that's half goodbye and I'm still right there. And suddenly the winter feels a little less unfair. Bells and sax on Main Street. If next year we've moved on, I hope the sound of Christmas still reminds you of this song, because every time that metal meets that old brass lullaby, you'll know that once on Main Street I was loving you in time. The world outside is wrapped in black and blue. Streetlights paint the snow a tired hue. But here with you, the shadows turn to gold. Our little room's a story being told. Your blankets pulled up high around your chin. You tilt your mug and let the night pour in. I talk too much so I don't say I'm scared of how it feels when someone's really there. I've had Christmases with crowds and choirs, bright hotel lobbies, city-wise, but none of them have ever burned as warm as this small fire we earned. It's a fireside Christmas for two. No sleigh bells, just the sound of me and you, and a saxophone that drifts across the room like a lazy little comet in our tiny living moon. It's a fireside Christmas for two. I don't need a single thing from Santa's crew. If you're curled up in that chair the whole night through, then the miracle I wanted just came true. There's stockings hanging crooked on the wall, paper star half folded gonna fall. The ornaments are hand-me-down and chip, but every crack is where the light can slip. You tell me about a childhood midnight mass, I tell you about the times I fell too fast. We laugh about the ghosts we used used to chase, while new ones find their home inside this place. The sax leans on a bluesy little line, like it's eavesdropping on your hand in mine. If it could talk, it'd probably tease, how'd you get so lucky, boy? Just breathe. It's a fireside Christmas for two. No sleigh bells, just the sound of me and you, and a saxophone that drifts across the room, like a lazy little comet in our tiny living room. It's a fireside Christmas for two. I don't need a single thing from Santa's crew. If you're curled up in that chair the whole night through, then the miracle I wanted just came true. Someday this old apartment will belong to someone new. They'll never know the way the embers glowed for me and you. But maybe in the ceiling's cracks or in the window's frost, a little trace of us will stay, so we're not fully lost. It's a fireside Christmas for two. Let the world keep spinning like it always do. We'll just stay right here until the logs burn down, watching halos from the streetlights circle round. It's a fireside Christmas for two. If I ever write a carol that feels true, it won't shout out to angels in the blue. It'll just be one long thank you sung to you.
Neighbors fill the hallway with their sweaters and their pies. Somebody brought a punch bowl big enough to flood the skies. The records on the player spin like snowflakes on a spree, and right there in the center stands our crooked Christmas tree. You're leaning on the doorway with a candy cane in hand. The twinkle lights are jealous of the sparkle where you stand. I clear a space in front of you, push coffee tables back, and ask you for a dance like it's a 40s movie track. You say I'm not much of a dancer, with a warning in your smile. I say don't worry about the steps, just stay with me a while. The drummer counts us gently and the bass begins to walk. The sax slips in between our feet and does the talking talk. We're swinging under the Christmas tree in a little living room ballroom. Your hair is catching every light like tinsel and foil.
of carpet and evergreen. The eggnog's getting stronger and the rhythm's getting loose. My fancy Christmas necktie is becoming my excuse. For every little misstep, when I spin you far too fast, you land against my chest and suddenly I hope it lasts. Your laughter bounces off the frames of photos on the wall. Our parents in black and white still chaperone it all. I swear I see my younger self in one old faded print, winking like he knew that someday you would make me squint. The horns punch out a question and your eyes answer it back. They seem to say, for once my dear, you might be on the track. If mistletoe were hanging here, I'd probably lose my nerve. So thank the stars, it's only sax that's giving me the curve. We're swinging under the Christmas tree in a little living room ballroom. Your hair is catching every light like tinsel in full bloom. If the ceiling feels a little low, we'll bend our dreams in half and let the saxophone above us stretch them out and make them last. We're swinging under the Christmas tree, friends are clapping out of time. The garland's shaking on the wall like it's joining in the rhyme. If the world outside is complicated, frozen, cold and mean, in here we've got a dance floor made of carpet and evergreen. The guests all leave and shoes line up the halls. The tree is still a lighthouse in this tiny porta wall. You're sitting on the sofa, shoes kicked off, your shoulders loose. I offer you another dance with no one left to choose. We're swinging under the Christmas tree, now it's just the two of us. No more small talk in the air, no more long December fuss. If next year life gets heavier than snow on fragile pine, we'll roll the rug back once again and let this old band shine. We're swinging under the Christmas tree in the after midnight glow. The star on top is slightly bent, but that's just how love goes. If we grow old in this same house with 100 Christmases, I hope that everyone still starts with sax and ends with this.
I'm sitting on a wooden bench at platform number 4. A suitcase full of promises I never made before. The loudspeaker keeps calling out for towns I've never seen, but all the tracks I ever won lead back to where you've been. My ticket says I'm headed home, my heart says not just yet. I pull a crumpled postcard from my pocket, hands all wet, with coffee stains and snowflake smears and everything I am. I start to write, dear Christmas love, and hope you understand. Around me people carry boxes,
ribbons, paper bowls, they're hauling little miracles to doors they used to know. I've only got this photograph with edges nearly done, and one last wish that maybe you're still waiting where I'm from. It's a Christmas letter from the station, written in the winter air, stamped with trembling fingertips and coat sleeves that I wear. If it finds you by the window with the tree lights blinking slow, read the sacks between the lines and know I never let you go. Christmas letter from the station, words are shaking with the train. Every wobble in my pen is just the echo of your name. If you hold it to your chest when the clock strikes 12 tonight, maybe you can feel me racing down these rails to make it right. A little boy is dragging round a toy train on a string. He's drawing crooked circles like a halo, like a ring. His mother pulls him close into her tired Christmas coat. I see the life we didn't build between each little note. The snow outside the windows turns the platform into glass. I catch my own reflection, see a stranger walking past, but underneath the tired eyes there's still that foolish kid who promised you a lifetime with no map for where we'd live. They call my train for boarding like a choir without a hymn. I tuck the postcard in my sleeve and feel the station spin. If love's a kind of miracle, then this is my small part, to mail you all the pieces of a late arriving heart. It's a Christmas letter from the station, written in the winter air, stamped with trembling fingertips and coat sleeves that I wear. If it finds you by the window with the tree lights blinking slow, read the sacks between the lines and know I never let you go. Christmas letter from the station, words are shaking with the train. Every wobble in my pen is just the echo of your name. If you hold it to your chest when the clock strikes 12 tonight, maybe you can feel me racing down these rails to make it right. If this card gets lost between the towns and Christmas mail, if some machine just sorts our story off a different trail, I hope you still remember how my voice once used to sound like winter wind. It's Christmas on a Friday in a downtown hotel hall. The chandelier is swaying to the trumpets on the wall. Your red dress steals the spotlight more than tinsel ever could. I lose my place in every step the second that you move. I'm clutching at my eggnog like it's courage in a glass. The band begins to shuffle into one more vintage jazz. You laugh and say, come dance with me or you'll regret it, dear. I trip across my own 2 feet but somehow end up near. The saxophone is flirting with the ceiling and the floor. It slides between us like a friend that's heard this all before. If rhythm is a language, then the horn is speaking clear. It's saying, son, this Christmas wish is standing right here. Saxophone in the Christmas night, swirling through the silver light. Every note is mistletoe, hanging over you and me. If I lose the words, I'll let that golden brass confess that all I want for Christmas is your hand upon my chest. Saxophone in the Christmas night, ringing like a distant bell, cutting through the clinking glass, cutting through the carousel. If you stay until they play that final slinky tune, I'll dance you into New Year's under this December moon. The floorboards creak in rhythm as the couple spin and glide. Your perfume's like a memory I can't keep off my mind. The snow outside is swirling in a dizzy, drunken waltz, but I'm the only thing in here that's tripping on his pulse. You spin and I see stars that don't belong up in the sky. They're tangled in your lashes when you close and open eyes. I mumble something charming that comes out a little wrong, so I hand it to the sax and let it fix it with a song. The drummer drops a flourish and the bass walks up my spine. The piano plays a crooked grin in sync with mine and thine. If Santa's making lists tonight of wishes big and small, I'd trade the world for one more dance where you don't leave it all. Saxophone in the Christmas night, swirling through the silver light. Every note is mistletoe, hanging over you and me. If I lose the words, I'll let that golden brass confess that all I want for Christmas is your hand upon my chest. Saxophone in the Christmas night, ringing like a distant bell, cutting through the clinking glass, cutting through the carousel. If you stay until they play that final slinky tune, I'll dance you into New Year's under this December moon. When the crowd thins out and the chairs stack high, and the waiters clear away the spilled champagne, if you're still here when the lights turn low, I'll whisper, baby, shall we stay and let them close the place? Saxophone in the Christmas night, now it's just the band and us. No more clatter, no more chatter, just a smoky kind of hush. If you lean in close and say, see you next December too, I'll swear that every jazz club wreath is framing just us two. Saxophone in the Christmas night, hold that final note and sway. Let it hang like frozen breath before it slowly fades away. If next year you should wonder where this little story went, it's living in that sax line in this dance we never spent. Snowflakes paint my window with a quieted kind of glow. Main Street's almost empty, wrapped in silver, wrapped in snow. Coffee on the table, record spinning low and slow. I'm staring at the doorway like it's 20 years ago. Your sweater on the back chair still remembers how you moved. There's lipstick on a coffee cup, a half-forgotten groove. I never meant to keep this place a museum of our days, but every Christmas Eve it shines in sepia and haze. The radio plays carols and they tremble like my hands. I'm tracing all the maybes like they're lights across the land. If there's a wish that still belongs beneath this winter sky, it's not a present, just a knocking. Your hello outside, white Christmas at my window. I write your name in the frost. Each little swirl on the glass is a moment that we lost. If tomorrow morning comes and you're standing at my door, I'll be the voice that sings your song like I've never sung before. White Christmas at my window, soft sax under the bell. Every note that falls tonight has a story it tells. If you turn around and smile, just a silhouette in white, I'll keep this house a shining stage for you every Christmas night. Neighbors' kids are laughing, building angels in the yard. Their mittened hands and rosy cheeks, they're playing without guard. I used to dream of children with your freckles, with your eyes. Now it's just reflections in the glass of passing lights. Stockings by the fireplace never learned to spell your name. I left an empty one there just in case you came. This quiet little living room still leans towards the door like it knows the sound of footsteps it's been waiting for. I pour another cup of hope and watch the steam drift by. It rises just like all the prayers I never learned to try. If every snowflake had a chance to carry words to you, the storm outside would spell I'm sorry all the winter through. White Christmas at my window, I write your name in the frost. Each little swirl on the glass is a moment that we lost. If tomorrow morning comes and you're standing at my door, I'll be the voice that sings your song like I've never sung before. White Christmas at my window, soft sax under the bells. Every note that falls tonight has a story it tells. If you turn around and smile, just a silhouette in white, I'll keep this house a shining stage for you every Christmas night. If someday you come back late when the city lights are dim, just tap 3 times upon the glass, I'll know that it is you. I'll warm your hands around a mug and let the sax begin to play the words I've waited long that I could never do. White Christmas at my window, no more names in the frost. You're standing in my doorway and the world forgets its loss. The snow outside can't keep its secrets piled along the street. I've got you here and that's the only miracle I need. White Christmas at my window, the sax begins to pray a gentle little hallelujah in that old-time way. If next year finds us older with more silver in our hair, we'll still be dancing in this room like snow is in the air.